President Muhammadu Buhari appoints new executive officers. Federal government approves Nigeria Air to start operations. Opposition senators threaten to impeach Buhari and give 6 weeks ultimatum to tackle insecurity. And on the foreign scene, suicide bomber kills 9 in Somalia. This is Good evening, you listen to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. I am Hauwa Adamu Kiyawa. Today is the 27th of July 2022, which is equivalent to the 28th of Dhul Hijjah 1443 after Hijri. Now the news in full. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the appointment of 3 people into 3 government agencies as executive officers. The Director of Information, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Willie Bassi, made this known in a statement today in Abuja. The appointees are Tijani Gawra, Managing Director, Oil and Gas Free Zones Authority, was to serve for an initial 3-year term with effect from July 18th. Mr. Augustine Umahi is to serve as Secretary, Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission for an initial term of 4 years with effect from July 6th. According to the statement, President Buhari also approved the renewal of the appointment of Captain Junaid Abdullahi as the Executive Secretary, Border Communities Development Agency, for a final term of 4 years with effect from September 22nd. The statement said the President congratulated all the appointees and urged them to bring their wealth of experience to bear on their appointments. Meanwhile, the Federal Executive Council has given an approval to Nigeria Air to lease aircraft to start operations. The Minister of Aviation, Senator Hadi Sirika, announces today while briefing State House reporters after the Federal Cabinet meeting presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari at the Council chambers of the Presidential Villa in Abuja. The minister, who didn't disclose when the national carrier would start its operations, said the company would begin with 3 aircrafts. The minister said Nigeria Air was open to investment from any of the country's airline companies, particularly the 51% shares set aside for Nigerians. The Nigeria Labour Congress NLC today continued its protest in Abuja over the prolonged strike by university workers across the country. This comes a day after a similar demonstration held in various states of the Federation except in the Federal Capital Territory. The protest began at about 9:30 a.m. after members of the NLC leadership and leaders of various affiliated unions, as well as members, converged on the Unity Fountain in the national capital. Among those physically present were the NLC President Ayuba Wabba, ASU President Professor Emmanuel Osudeke, and the immediate past President of the Academic Union, Professor Biodun Obuyemi, among others. A heavy security presence was observed at the venue of the protest, mostly made up of personnel of the Nigeria Police. Protesters plan to march to the National Assembly, where the NLC President will deliver a message from the labour unions to the lawmakers. University workers, including members of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, Senior Staff Association of Universities, SANU, Non-Academic Staff Union of Universities, NASU, and the National Association of Academic Technologists, NAT, had gone on strike for various reasons. The Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, stated that it has spent over 700 million naira in giving grants and supporting innovation and research from academics to encourage the commercialization of prototypes in Nigeria. The Executive Vice Chairman, NCC, Professor Umar Garba Ambata, stated this today in Kano. Mamasan Oba reports.
Professor Umar Garba Ambata noted in a 2-day regional roundtable with academia, industry, and other stakeholders organized by the Commission that it is committed to supporting research. Professor Dambata added that the telecommunication-based research innovation from academics in Nigeria Tertiary Institution program involves the provision of research grant, which currently led to the 10 outputs, which are prototypes.
These prototypes can be deployed upon commercialization to improve delivery of telecommunication services, provision of those services, as well as improve improve the quality of those services. This is the reason why we're here. Because technology is an ongoing process. It keeps changing. It keeps, developing new technologies. New ideas are emerging, and improvement in the national system of innovation of the country.
In his remark at the event, the Vice Chancellor Ahmed Bello University Zaria, Professor Kabiru Bala, said the initiative, which has encouraged commercialization, is a welcome development as ABU Zaria created one of the prototypes.
And the NCC organized this stakeholder roundtable to industry, academia, and the NCC to see how we can commercialize some of the products developed through research funded by NNCC. That's what we have here. I'm so delighted to be here, and I appreciate and thank NCC on behalf of my colleagues in the academia, because that is where we have a problem. We have so much volume of research in the ivory towers, but the next step is to innovate and incubate some of these products, and NSCC is taking the first step.
The two-day program aimed at developing the overall growth of the nation's digital economy theme is tagged The Path from Innovative Research to Commercialization of Variable Prototypes. Muhammad Sanu Uba, Freedom Radio.
And on the sporting arena, the head coach of the UK Stallions, Colonel Ibrahim Salisu Ibrahim, has promised to halt Unimaid Desert Warriors' bid to retain the Higher Institutions Football League (HIFL) title they won in 2021. Coach Salisu yesterday said it is now the turn of his team to savour the taste of glory by winning the 2022 HIFL after 4 years of participation. The first leg of the game between both sides will hold today at the University of Maiduguri Sports Complex. Despite playing the first leg away, Coach Salisu remains confident. Meanwhile, Watford is yet to receive a suitable offer for Nigerian forward Emmanuel Dennis. The Hornets are willing to sell Dennis following their relegation from the Premier League last season. Everton, Southampton, West Ham United and Nottingham Forest are among the clubs who have made inquiries for the versatile striker. Watford will only entertain offers in the region of £20 million for the player. The global news is coming to you from Freedom Radio 99.5 FM. You can send your comments, opinions and watch us live on Freedom Radio Nigeria on Facebook.com. You can get the link to the page on our website, freedomradionig.com. Welcome back. You're still listening to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. Senators from opposition parties have issued a 6-week ultimatum to President Muhammadu Buhari to tackle the security challenges bedeviling the country. They also threatened to commence impeachment proceedings against the president should he fail to address the insecurity within the period given by the lawmakers. The minority leader of the Senate, Senator Philip Aduda, made the position of the lawmakers known today, while briefing reporters at the National Assembly in Abuja. Before the briefing, the opposition lawmakers staged a walkout following a call to impeach President Muhammadu Buhari during today's plenary. Senator Aduda had raised a point of order asking the Senate President, Ahmed Lawan, to discuss the security situation in the country and the impeachment of President Buhari. But Senator Lawan, who presided over the plenary, declined the request of the minority leader, saying the point of order raised fell flat on its face. On history, on this day in 2018, the Minister of Women, Hajiya Aisha Jummai Al-Hassan, who is known as Mama Taraba, resigned her position to run for governor. Muhammad Abba Abdullahi has more on this.
Mama Taraba, politician and former senator, ran for the APC party in 2015 governorship election but did not win. In 2018, after leaving her position as a minister, Taraba's mother ran for the governorship of Taraba State in the UDP party, but she did not win here either. Taraba's mother died on May 7, 2021 at ADA Hospital in Cairo, Egypt. On this same day in 2014, 5 people died and many were injured in a bomb.
Unfortunately, that's all we could take on history. On business, we have Abdurrahman Hamis Namadina with updates.
The monetary value of goods produced by Nigerian manufacturers has gone down by 27% between 2017 and 2021, according to a 5-year data obtained from the Manufacturing Association of Nigeria. 9.43 trillion naira worth of goods were manufactured in 2017, but this took a downward plunge to 7.39 trillion naira by the end of 2021. The decline is deemed significant considering a 19% naira devaluation over the period of the Nigerian government plunge to bolster the sector of diversify the flagging economy. The Chief Executive Officer of the Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise, Dr. Muda Yusuf, explained that the energy crisis had been going on for over 5 years and influx of cheap products of China had not made life easy for local manufacturers. Nigeria is facing an acute currency crisis which has sent more than 20 companies out of business. The interbank exchange rate of the dollar was 360 naira in 2017, but the now Nigerian autonomous foreign exchange rate has swung from 415 to 430 naira in the last 1 year. The rate was 427 yesterday. Meanwhile, the federal government on Monday announced that it had approved a ban of the direct of agricultural produce from local farmers by foreign merchants. It said the decision was taken because most foreign merchants who purchase agro-commodities at farm gate price in Nigeria were taking advantage of local farmers with respect to the payment made for such produce. The Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Abubakar Mahmood, who disclosed this while responding a question at the 4th Women Enterprise Alliance Conference in Abuja, said the Federal Executive Council approved the ban. At Beirut Exchange today, $1 traded for 700 naira, €1 traded for 656 naira, 1 British pound traded for 782 naira, while Saudi Riyal traded for 178 naira. Abdulrahman Hamis in Medina, Freedom Radio.
For tomorrow's weather forecast in some cities in Nigeria and parts of Niger Republic, here's the report.
Kano tomorrow morning is expected to have a clear sky and a light wind at an average temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and later increase to 27 degrees Celsius, the sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. Katsina will experience decent weather condition at an average temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and later increase to 29 degrees Celsius with a gentle breeze. Kaduna is expected to have partly cloud and light wind at an average temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and later increase to 25 degrees Celsius, the sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. Abuja will experience decent weather condition at an average temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and later increase to 26 degrees Celsius with a light cloud and light wind. Lagos is expected to have partly cloud and light wind at an average temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and later increase to 27 degrees Celsius with a sunny and light wind. Moving to Niger Republic, Maradi is expected to have a clear sky and light wind at an average temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and later increase to 30 degrees Celsius with a sunny and a gentle breeze. While Zinda will experience decent weather condition at an average temperature of 28 degrees Celsius and later increase to 31 degrees Celsius with a sunny and a moderate breeze. Rahima Chitu, Freedom Radio.
And on the foreign scene, 9 people, including a senior local government official, were killed today in a suicide bombing in southern Somalia claimed by the Al-Shabaab jihadist group. Zarzana reports.
Police and witnesses said the attack occurred outside the administrative office in the town of Marka, where the district commissioner Abdullahi Ali Ahmed Wafau was speaking with local people. A police officer stated in Marka that Commissioner Abdullahi Wafau was killed in an explosion, together with 8 other people, most of them security personnel. The police are still investigating the incident, but there are already indications a suicide bomber carried out the deadly attack. Al-Shabaab claimed responsibility in a brief statement, saying the martyrdom operation had targeted the commissioner. Somalia's new President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud said this month that ending Al-Shabaab's insurgency required more than a military approach, but that his government will negotiate with the group only when the time is right. The jihadists have been seeking to overthrow the government in Mogadishu for about 15 years. Its fighters were driven out of the capital in 2011 by an African Union force, but the group still controls swaths of countryside and has the capacity to wage deadly strikes on civilian and military targets. Last week, Al-Shabaab launched a rare incursion into neighboring Ethiopia, with regional authorities there saying they had killed about 100 militants. Zarzana, Freedom Radio.
And with this, we've come to the end of today's Global News. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Hauwa Adamu Kiyawa. Have a wonderful evening.
freedom.